She's the one that you go to when you feel like you've exhausted all other avenues and you're looking for direct sales coaching that gets you quick results. With her tough mama bear strategies, plus her fun, funny, exciting, and outrageously crazy energy infused coaching, she's going to take you from running like a chicken with its head cut off to creating a symmetry between your life and business. Here to help you double, triple, and 10 times your direct sales income, she's Power Coach Alishia. Hey there, I'm Power Coach Alishia, and welcome to the Direct Sellers Rockcast, where you're going to learn direct sales the smart way. There's no fluff, no hand-holding, and no bullshit here, just simple systems for your direct sales success. Welcome back again to the Rockstars Roundup. This is number 3 of 4 episodes that we are bringing back and replaying for you. There are 4 most popular episodes here on the Direct Sellers Rockcast. If you don't know who I am, I'm Power Coach Alishia. Hey! We've already done Roundup number 1, which is how to book parties, 20 parties in 30 days. Roundup number 2 was the 5 steps to get people to take your direct sales business seriously. And today, our topic and what I'm talking to you about in this Roundup episode is the science of a 1K party average. And it's where I'm teaching you how to create a demand for your products, the importance of upselling and cross-selling, how to get your customers to use social media to increase your sales, as well as how you build the like, know, and trust factor at your parties. Now, one thing that you got to know about me, and the reason why I love this episode so much, is that I love selling. It's like my absolute favorite thing. I could talk about selling all day long. This psychology and that psychology and that psychology and over here psychology and over there psychology. And if you do that, how it screws up the psychology and, the roundabout up psychology and the upside down psychology, the way you stand like that psychology. I love it. So I am over the moon that this is one of our top 4 most popular episodes here on the Direct Sellers Rockcast, because if you ain't selling, you ain't making no money. And after you listen, I want to know what really stood out for you, because I always put my heart and soul in everything that I do. But because selling is my absolute favorite topic, like I could totally talk about it all day freaking long, I want to hear what you really loved about this episode. So you're going to go to directsellersrock.com. You're going to tell me, what did you love about the science of a 1K party average? You're going to use hashtag Rockcast. And remember to subscribe, download, review, and share, of course, and listen every Tuesday and Thursday at 9 a.m. Eastern, because you are what helps us get the Direct Sellers Rockcast out into the world. All right, it's time for me to set you free with Roundup number 3. This is one of my favorite subjects. Yes. I am so excited because we are talking about the science of a 1K party average, and I love the topic of selling. This is part 1 to our 2-part series on how to have a 1K party average. So today we're going to be talking all about the science behind a 1K party average. And then on the next episode, we're going to be talking all about the art in having a 1K party average. So with that, I want to make sure that you tuned in for our last episode, where I talked about one of the hardest things you will ever have to do. If you have not listened to that episode, I highly recommend that you go back and you listen to it, because it will literally change your life. It was a heartfelt episode, and I just wanted to deliver it to you. It was a hashtag real situation, and I told you that there would be those, and it was one. So go back and check out episode 10, and you can find that by going to podcast.directsellersrock.com. That's podcast.directsellersrock.com. And obviously, as always, we will be linking to it in the show notes. But we have a lot to cover today, so I don't want to waste any time, and I want to jump right into part 1 of our 1K party average training, which is all about the science behind a 1K party average. So we're going to be talking about actually 7 steps. And it's a 7 steps to this science, but it's really 7 steps to how you sell to people without them feeling sold to. 7 steps to how you sell to people without being pushy. 7 steps to how you sell to people and they feel like it was all their idea and they're doing whatever they can to figure out how they can buy anything and everything that they want on their big, long ass wish list. So let's go ahead and jump right in. Number 1 thing that you need to do is make a really, really, really hot commercial or preview of your product, hostess rewards, or incentive plan. Okay. So that's important because if when you're demoing your product or you're talking about your hostess rewards or you're selling people on the opportunity, if it's not hot and it's not amazing and it's not jumping out at them and makes them really want to go for it, they're not going to. They're going to make excuses not to. They're going to put you off. They're going to put you off to book a party. They're going to put you off to order from you. They're going to put you off to join your team. This right here, this first step that I'm teaching you could be your entire problem with getting people to book and join your team. And the reason why I call it your commercial is because I want you to think of it like a commercial. Commercials do so great at like giving you the preview of what it is and making it so hot that you want to know more, right? And even a commercial about a pill that literally has a side effect of death, they build it up so much in the rest of the commercial that if you have the problem that they're talking about this pill solving, you actually don't worry about the death part of it. Like you're literally willing to take that chance. And to me, that is crazy sauce. Okay. So in a commercial, a regular commercial, you have them like they drip about it, but they make it really, really hot, whatever it is. They make you want to know more, especially commercials that are previews of TV shows. So we're going to use that as our example as we go throughout the training today because it's a perfect example for this rock cast. All right. So you have previews for TV shows. They're dripping what's coming in the next episode, what it's about, and then they hook you, which is number 2, at the end of that preview for that episode to make you want more. So they hook you at the end of that mouth-watering commercial because you're like, oh my God, I'm going to tune in to find out more. I can't wait. Luckily, we've got DVRs and stuff so you can like not watch it while it's live and then watch it later so you can just like go to the next episode, right? But still, you watch some sort of preview somewhere of the show that made you want it. And you've got to do the same thing for your product. So let's flip back now really quick to a normal commercial who is selling you on a pill that solves the problem. The reason why people still take the pill when one of the side effects is, I can't even say it because it's crazy to me how nuts these commercials are. But the reason why people still take the pills when one of the side effects is anal leakage and death, like they put them right next to each other, is because of the big problem the person has that pill could potentially solve. And maybe they won't have those 2 side effects, right? You've got to do the exact same thing with your products. How can you talk and build up the problem that they have so much that they're willing to spend the money, right? Risk investing in that product to solve that problem and hook them with how much they're going to love it. Hook them with how easy it's going to make their life. Hook them with how good it's going to taste. Hook them with how healthy it is for them. Hook them with fill in the blank. Now, once you hook them and you get them to buy into whatever it is you're offering, whatever it is that product is, right? Then they will end up being your client, and only then. So here's the deal. If you fail at the first two psychologies or the sciences, I know, leave me alone. If you fail at the first two steps, let's just say that, of this science of 1K parties, you won't have 1K parties because your commercial wasn't hot enough. The preview, the power, the problem wasn't hot enough. Hooking them with, no worries. I know that it sucks. I know that it's frustrating. When I was dealing with that, I had no idea what I was going to do. And then when I went to a party just like you are here, and I saw how, fill in the blank, and I would use specific names of the products, not how the company name, don't put company name there, but like how specific product did this for me, solved this problem for me. It was a no-brainer to get it. I was like, I don't care if I got a second mortgage the house. Just kidding. That's not really that. You don't want to use that example. But I'm saying, I don't care if I've got to not eat out for a week. I am buying this because it will. So if you're really, really good at that commercial and making them hot for it and talking about the problem and digging deep and then hooking them with the fact that it is going to solve that problem and make their life so much easier and stop them from this and that and this and that, then you're going to have a client. If you don't, then you won't. Okay? And then once you get them as a client in step 4, because step 1 is the problem, making the preview for the specific product or the rewards program or your incentive program so hot by solving a problem that they have, right? And then hooking them with, maybe you could hook them with, well, it's not as expensive as you think. Or I know it seems like it would cost you a lot of money in order to do this. And if you were to, it would cost you, fill in the blank. But that's what's great about such and such products, is that it'll cost you less than if you were to fill in the blank, whatever you want to put there. Every time I say fill in the blank, you've got to fill in the blank with whatever that is, right? Then you're going to have a client. They're going to be ready to buy right there. Take my money, take my money, take my money. They're already thinking about that. And if you just do that with every single product you demo, that's how you get people to have a huge wish list at a party. Then after they're sold, and they will be when you do steps 1 and 2, they become your client. You've got to upsell and cross-sell them right there on the spot, okay? And you do it with products that complement what they already have, and upsell them new stuff that they didn't even know what was available, that they now feel like they need to have. You do this all during your demonstration, but it's all part of the psychology. You talk about a problem. You maybe solve the problem with a few products that go really well together, and then you talk about the next problem, right, that they have, and then you talk about like the baddest ass, #baddest ass products that will fix it, that next problem. And when you put them all together, boom, your mind is blown sort of situation. How can you deliver a demonstration at your party that brings all of this kind of stuff together? That is what your intention is here. So 4 is upselling and cross-selling, right? Selling even more, making even more money. That's the whole point of this. Okay, so once you get to that point, you need to go to the next step. Okay, so we're to step 5 now. You got to rehook. Every single time they buy, you've got to hook them to keep them coming back for more. And that doesn't mean coming back for more at the same party. It could be hooking them to booking a party, hooking them to join their team, okay, to get that next best thing. Feeling like there's still so much more that they want to get. So you rehook them, feeling like, oh my gosh, there's still so much more I want. And if your demonstration is that badass, your wish list, or their wish list, I should say, will be so long that you'll only be able to sell them and upsell them a certain amount before they're done investing that night. And then you rehook them with booking a party, or you know what? You just want so much, you might as well join my team and get your own discount. That is like a total hashtag boom up in this piece. Then number 6, right? How can you get your hostess involved, right? So number 6 is the social proof of it all. Your hostess has already bought into, your hostess is already engulfed in your science of selling. So she's a buy-in, she's good to go, she's a client. And there's a good chance there's a couple other people at the party who's already bought into this world, right? So many times they hear consultants say, oh, I need to get on in the same circle of people. I'm just selling to the same people. Yes, you do. However, you should also know how to maximize on the fact that you have that social proof sitting in the room with the people who have not bought into what you're offering yet. Okay? So who have you connected with that is now your client, your hostess obviously, but who else at the party that loves what you have to offer, who can start a hashtag for your party that night or can plug your products throughout the party? Like, you don't want to just be like, hey, tonight as I'm talking, make sure you plug my products throughout the party. But how can you inject that idea that I just gave you? Like, how can you bring that up in your party? And ladies, at every one of my parties, I love to have some fun and come up with a really fun hashtag that we can use afterwards in my VIP group. So as we're going throughout tonight, just shout out things that come out to you, that could be a really fun hashtag for us here that we know, and it brings us together. It'll be a ton of fun. Like, how can you do that? Or you can shout out somebody. Oh, you know what, Susan, you have this. Tell me what you absolutely love about using this. Like, what do you love? Right? Didn't you get this? Or what was it that you got that you love so much? And how are you using it? Or what is it doing for you? And what have you found to be the best? How can you get them to plug in at the party? Or how can you get this social proof going on in your pre-party Facebook event, right? And number 7 of the science of a 1K party, all of this is what compounds for the LKT factor, which is the like, know, trust factor. Okay? It compounds it. It makes it so fast that you are the talk of all your clients, which means in return, your entire business skyrockets. Your sales skyrocket, your bookings skyrocket, your recruits skyrocket, your team skyrockets, right? So let's go back over those one more time. You open it up. You've always, every single product you demo, it's got to be so hot, your commercial for that product. And all you're talking about as you're first introducing that product is the problem, and making them hot for it. The problem that they're having, what they're dealing with, what they can't stand, what's frustrating them, right? And the hook is that your problem or your product is the solution to their problem, right? And how these 3 or 4, as you're bringing them into the demonstration and talking about the problem, is their solution. Then they're hooked. They're ready to be a client. And how they become your client is obviously at the ordering station. And that is where you're upselling, cross-selling them, and giving them even more stuff that they didn't even know that you had that helps them solve the problem even more. And they feel like they need it because it goes along with what they bought before that solves that problem. And then you rehook them because eventually they're going to be done adding to their order. So you've got to rehook them to keep them coming back. Are they going to book a party? Are they going to join your team, right? So you just rehook them. And you use social proof the entire time throughout your party with your hostess, other people who are there, who have purchased. You can start that hashtag. You can do it all on Facebook at the pre-party Facebook event, right? And all of this compounds on your like, know, trust factor. And it just totally increases that time that it takes people to like you, get to know you, and trust you in order to be spending $120 at the party, right? So it increases that so fast. Now, one of the main reasons why I'm so excited to bring you this 2-part series is because I have a free training that I'm doing for you called the 5-step formula for 1K parties. And of course, this is like 7 steps that's like a sub, right? So this is just to give you an overview of what you can be doing to rock killer $1,000 parties. But if you really want to get into the meat and really get into the know-how of crafting a $1,000 party, I highly recommend that you sign up for the 5K formula. The 5-step formula for $1,000 parties. And the link will be in your show notes. So definitely join me for that training. It's off the chain. I'm so excited to be doing it. And if you want to rock $1,000 parties, this is your opportunity to get in on that. So make sure you make sure, you go and get your show notes. Absolutely, for sure. So snag up your show notes. I'm so excited I can't even talk. Podcast.directsellersrock.com. That's podcast.directsellersrock.com. And remember, this is part 1 of our 2-part series. Today we talked about the science of the 1K party with these 7 steps. And on the next episode, we're talking about part 2, which is the art of a 1K party. So make sure that if you're ready to rock 1K parties, you sign up for the 5-step formula for 1K parties. I know you're probably thinking, parties, why does she always say that instead of party? I do it for fun. It's like, party up in here, like that. So go to podcast.directsellersrock.com. Are you sick of feeling overwhelmed, frustrated, stressed, and running like a chicken with its head cut off? You're going here, you're going there, you're doing this, you're doing that, plus being everything for everyone while your life and business are a chaotic mess? Well, listen up, because the Rockstar Success System is exactly what you're looking for, and it's custom designed for direct sellers just like you. It's your one-stop shop planner, plus calendar, plus tracker, plus accountability, plus your organization, plus your personal development, and your training. So your day starts with a small yet powerful accomplishment that skyrockets your success and efficiency in all areas of your life, plus your business. It's the first system of its kind for direct sellers that eliminates the unorganized chaos of being pulled in 10 different directions, and it gives you that peace of mind in knowing exactly what to focus on each day to keep your life plus your business in balance. It banishes that overwhelm and frustration with an easy-to-implement system that keeps you on track and focused on the right things that increases your profit and organizes your life chaos. It also stops you from barely being afloat in your life and business, and it puts you on cloud 9 with your house running in tip-top shape, and your business is growing day by day, week by week, and month by month. So if you're ready to prioritize, organize, manage, and balance your life plus your business, go to rss.directsellersrock.com. That's rss.directsellersrock.com.